Hi. So I tried to go live earlier this morning. It didn't quite work out. I kind of just gone into my shell. I know the way I function, I have a tendency to get real quiet. So basically, this past week has been insane, just insane. And yeah, it's just been insane. Despite the fact that it wasn't anything that was just kind of out of the blue. It's just insane. A lot of people say take time. They say take as long as you need. I'd love to. I would love to. Only problem, only problem is I can still hear my mom. And she's lecturing me to get up off my ass and go back to work. I think because she knows. She knows me. She knows that if you allow me to get quiet, my kind of silence is deafening. It's the kind of silence that leaves a gaping void. So she's been telling me for days now, you better go back to work. You can't just be quiet. You can't just disappear. And I tried to go live earlier today, and I couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't stay live. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even have anything to say. She just won't stop telling me to go live, and it's driving me nuts. And as much as I wanna shut the live down, I already know that if I do, she's just gonna be louder. I don't know what's worse. Losing someone out of the blue or knowing it's coming. Some people would think that my gifts are amazing. They are for others. Not so much for me. The way things work, it always has to be kept fair. So I'll be given information and then it'll be confirmed and confirmed and confirmed. And it will keep being confirmed until I believe it. And the moment I do, the rug is snatched from under me. To force me to bow deeper into submission to the will of soul. And I understand. I do. Logically, I get it. I was promised that I would have until September. And I get it. And in so many ways, I know that I knew. I know that I knew she was leaving because there was no reason for me to buy an airplane ticket that would arrive the morning I would have made it in time to see her before she left. I was going to buy the ticket a week and a half before. And Michael told me not to. I was rushing. I was rushing to get to her. I was rushing to drive nearly 1,500 miles to see her one more time. I wanted to call. I wanted her to hear my voice telling her, wait for me. And I listened to Michael again. He said, don't call. To remember the promise. He lied. And I get it. I get it. I get it. She wouldn't have been able to leave if I asked her to stay. I don't care. I don't care. And Michael was like, you knew it was only through this kind of pain that you could reach the next level. I don't care about levels. I do everything you ask of me. All you do is take. I don't even know why I have to be live for this. He says so people can see the price that people like me pay for humanity to rise. I'm trying not to be angry. Just feels a little unfair. It feels very unfair. I know. I want to turn it I want to turn off the light, and my mom said don't, because her leaving wasn't just a gift for me, it was a gift for you guys as well. I don't know who, but I guess someone still needs to hear more. I spent my life angry at my mother for staying with an abusive man. I thought she was weak, and I hated her for it. But I didn't understand. She was teaching me through her actions the power of remaining soft in the middle of a war. Now I understand. She stayed with him to teach me how to fight, and also so that I'd remember how to love and look at everything about me, every part of me that I like, every part of me that I'm proud of. They were all the parts that I used to hate her for. Now I see The strongest parts of me were always in the softest areas of my heart, the parts that she quietly nurtured. And I had to learn as a child I might get broken, but I'm never allowed to stay broken. That I'll always get back up. It's funny how you remember things so differently than how they actually were. I remember her always working. She was never home. She'd work 16-hour shifts at the hospital, 6 to 7 days a week. And I didn't understand. We had enough money. Why do you keep working? We had enough money. I didn't want dolls. I didn't want expensive purses. We had enough fucking money. Why do you keep working? And when everyone found out my mother was gone, I found out why. She was supporting all kinds of families, putting other people's kids through school, buying their groceries, helping them buy houses. Everything that I do. I had to look through our family pictures so that I could prepare stuff for her memorial. It's funny how we remember things. Almost every picture, I was holding her hand. I was either wrapped around her, leaning on her, burying my face into her. Because I didn't understand. My mother wasn't just a gift to me. She was a gift to so many people. So many people. Not once did she ever speak of it. She never needed a thank you. She never needed repayment. Everything that I am is an amplified reflection of her. She says to say it out loud. I'm ready to rise. I'm sorry, guys. I was planning to come live to do readings for you guys. She said I'm silly. And she said I'm so silly because so her insurance covered the rental of her equipment. All of her medical equipment was covered. A couple days after she passed, her insurance called Apria, told them to come pick up all of her gear. I was planning to take it all back with me to Colorado. I don't know what I was gonna do with it. I was gonna take it all back, all of it, including her hospital bed, everything. And then Apria knocked on the door. They're like, "We're here to pick up equipment." And I was like, "What equipment?" And they told me the equipment. I had already taken it out of the house because my brother's having a really hard time, and it was in the garage. And he took everything, putting everything on the truck. And then he came back into the garage to get her wheelchair. And man, I had that wheelchair in a bear hug, sobbing. And I told, man, I know it's crazy. I know my mom's gone, but I can't let the wheelchair go. And before I could finish my sentence, I was going to tell him, you're going to have to just take it from me because I can't willingly give it over. You're gonna have to just snatch it." Before I could tell him that part, he's like, "How about this? How about I just say I picked it up and you keep it?" It's like an $800 wheelchair. And I was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah. I hope it still smells like her." She fought so hard to get in that wheelchair, and I just realized why. That wheelchair wasn't a way for her to become independent. It wasn't because she was tired of laying in bed. Getting in that wheelchair meant I could bring her with me to Colorado. All those years, I was so angry. And I always ask, "Why do you not fight for us?" The last 7 months of her life, she fought every day. She says, "I fought every day so I could be worthy to be your mother." She fought through the pain of physical therapy. She says because she wanted to prove to me that she's always felt I was worth fighting for. Sorry for not waiting. Because if she saw me, she wouldn't have let go. Love is not a cage. Love should not confine or imprison. She says, "Tell them you're writing the book. Tell them you're writing." Stop. 71% at 718. 888. I am. I'm gonna finish writing my book. Right, Laura? Finally. I'm gonna finish writing it. I think I couldn't finish writing it before because I wasn't done living it yet. And I know everything that I'm living through right now is going to change me. It's already changed me. She says, "You better not say I hope." I know it will change me in ways that will help me to reach new levels of softness, of love, and of grace. This is possibly the boringest, the most boring live stream ever. I am gonna still stay salty. That's how you preserve. She's hilarious. You guys, I want to show you a picture. This is one of my most favorite pictures of her. I was cracking up. I gotta show this to you guys. Hold on. I had been calling my mom. I was calling her, and just like me, she has a habit of not answering any motherfucking calls. Calls, text messages, FaceTime. She don't feel like it, she ain't answering shit. And so she wasn't answering. And so I go and call my brother, uh, my oldest brother, and I'm like, "Are you home?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm with mom." I was like, "Why is she not answering my calls?" And he goes, "She's busy." And he tells me that he will answer the FaceTime call for $25 for the first 5 minutes. Every minute thereafter will be $20 and to send the funds to his Venmo. And I said, "Screw you. I ain't sending you shit." Put my mom on the phone. And he says, "Mom has a message for you." And he takes a picture and he sends it. I don't even think she knows who she's flipping off. I was just like, "Is she flipping me off?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm buying a plane ticket. I will see you in a week. I ain't gonna forget this." And he's like, "Hold on, hold on, hold on. We're gonna call you." "Too late. I gotta go live." "Oh well, I know where you live." And yeah, no, it's hilarious. I was looking through our old pictures just from this past year, and I found a video. She's on FaceTime with my other brother. And my mom's always been a really passive woman. When she gets mad, she gets passive aggressive, like real quiet, and she just give you dirty looks and stuff. So when I came back, I was like, "No more of that shit, mom." You got to emphasize the curse words. It pumps her up. I was like, "You're at a point in your life, girlfriend, where you need to just be like, fuck the haters." And she's like, I was like, "Say it, mom. Just say it. Fuck the haters." And she goes, "Fuck the haters." And she's like, "Who's the haters?" "Anyone that tells you what to do, mom. If you don't like it, you single finger salute." And she goes, I was like, "You got to turn the finger around. You're not flipping yourself off. You face it towards them. Turn it around." And so she did. And then my other brother FaceTimes her, right? He FaceTimed her and he's like, "Mom, did you take your medicine?" She was still in a facility at that point. She goes, "Yeah." Mind you, she hasn't taken her medicine yet. "Don't lie. You didn't take it yet, Mom." She goes, "Oh, you're always asking me about my medicine." And I said, "Mom, how do you feel about this?" She goes, I said, "No, no, no, no. What did we just talk about? Remember, fuck the haters." And she's like trying to get her hand out the blanket. I pulled the blanket down. I said, "Show him how you feel about this, Mom." She made an angry face. She was all like that, and I was like, "Turn the finger around, turn it around." She was like, and my brother didn't know that I was in town yet, and he goes, "Mom, who taught you that?" And she moves the FaceTime thingy. She moved her iPad, and I said, "I did, bitch." I taught Mom to fuck the haters. He was so mad. He was cracking up. He was so mad. He's like, "Don't teach her that." I said, "No, she's grown. She's old enough to do this." But yeah, it was just funny. It backfired later because she flipped me off, but that's fine. That's fine. As long as she got to speak her mind for the last part of her life. She went back to being the sassy lady that she's always been. Underneath all of that, she's always been a very sassy, very salty lady. It's beautiful. It's beautiful being able to look back and see I didn't get one last goodbye. I didn't get 5 minutes beside her in her hospital bed. I got 7 months. She gifted me with 7 months. For 7 months, no matter what happened, she fought. She fought to be with me. She fought to stay with me. I got 7 months to document everything. And everything she thought she'd never do again before she dies, we did. I even drove her 3 hours to a casino. 3.5 hours one way to a casino. So she could gamble for 10, 15 minutes. The look on her face. Everything she was afraid to do, we did in those 7 months. For 7 months. I witnessed the kind of courage and fearlessness that runs through my veins. And some would think that, once a mother passes away, she's no longer able to gift her children with things. And it's so not true. So not true. So many more gifts coming forward. So much more. So many opportunities to heal wounds that I didn't even realize were still festering. And it's funny because I'm a little bit crazy. Um, my brother and I, one of my brothers, we were fighting over her for the past how many months. We were like legit fighting over her to where I stripped him of his power of attorney and she awarded it to me. And I was like, I will fucking destroy you. If you try and stop her from coming with me, I will bulldoze through you. I don't give a shit. I will bulldoze right through you. And because I'm on another level of cray, I installed a nanny cam quietly. I installed it in her room because my father taught us how to fight. And I was like, this motherfucker thinks he's gonna tell me what to do. No, I'm gonna record shit. So anything shady is recorded and documented. And I looked through my phone because everything was recording on my phone. And it's like 5 or 6 months, recordings and pictures of all of us taking turns loving on her and taking care of her. And so, something that I did out of spite, malicious intent, in the end became a gift for my heart, a gift for my brothers. It's all documented. If ever we feel like we didn't do enough for her, that we somehow failed her, that we didn't give enough, there's a nanny cam with like a terabyte of recordings of every single diaper change, every single adjustment in the bed, every single bath, sock change, meal, conversations. Everything happens exactly as it should, regardless of your intent. Everything seeks to grow you. You simply have to get out of your own way to see. Everything grows you. You might not understand it immediately, but at some point you will. Last week, my brother is taking it so hard. He blames himself. And so I told him, it's shady. I know it is, but I installed the nanny cam. I wanted to catch you fucking up, but you didn't. All I saw was you taking care of her, loving on her, spending time with her. We did everything we could. We gave everything we could. I know he's not yet ready to see any of this footage, but it exists. It's proof of the things we refuse to acknowledge about ourselves. And it's so easy to believe a narrative that you're not enough, you haven't given enough, you haven't done enough. It's amazing how the human mind works. Always trying to convince you that you're not enough, when in reality, in your natural state, you have always been enough. And it's like all these things that I say that soul guides me to share with you guys. And in one goodbye, my mom approved all of it. Every single last one. I probably should have made this a public link. That's what I was supposed to do. I'm a little bit rebellious. She's like, "Mhm, mhm, to you too, mom." You guys can share this with whoever. It's my truth. It's my journey. I take ownership of it. It was just a nice middle ground. I mean, you do have to acknowledge I've come a long way. I haven't completely shut down yet. She's like, middle ground? Yeah, middle ground. You know how I roll. Yeah, I haven't shut down any of my accounts because that's how I roll. When I hurt this deep, I shut everything down. All the accounts, disconnect the phone, no forwarding address. She goes, I'd still find you. Durr. Durr. Yes, you would. Thank you, Melissa. This woman, like, she's talking shit to me right now. Just, I'm like, go back to the Philippines. Go play. Go somewhere. Go visit somewhere you haven't seen yet. Just go. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm getting off the live. Give me 5 minutes. Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing this space with me. It means a lot. It really means a lot. Eventually, I'll be back live again, back to regular programming eventually. Ah, eventually. All right, guys. I just realized I didn't eat today. I better go eat. I'm hearing my stomach making all kind of sounds. All right, guys. Bye.